There comes a moment in every person's life, a moment when you realize the money problems you're fighting didn't start with you. You inherited beliefs. You inherited survival habits. You inherited fear. I used to think I was bad with money, until I realized I was never taught to think about money at all. I was taught to fear it. And that's the trap almost nobody talks about. It's not the lack of money. It's the mindset you inherit, the beliefs you never questioned, the patterns you didn't choose. Generational poverty doesn't begin in wallets. It begins in words. It begins in homes where survival drowns out possibility. I realized I wasn't just broke financially, I was broke mentally. And that's when God whispers something dangerous, something disruptive, something most people will ignore. This cycle ends with you. This is where the transformation begins. Not with more money, but with a new mind. Not with hustle, but with healing. Not with grinding harder, but with God showing you who you really are. Most people think poverty is about income, but poverty is a system. A system that begins shaping your mind long before you ever see a paycheck. You didn't grow up with financial education. You grew up with financial anxiety. You were trained how to obey, how to follow, how to stay in line, but you were never taught how to build wealth. The system wasn't designed for you to thrive. It was designed for you to repeat. Repeat the same routines, repeat the same fears, repeat the same paycheck to paycheck cycle every month until it feels normal. I started to notice the patterns. My parents lived this way. Their parents lived this way. Everyone around me lived this way. And suddenly I understood this wasn't just life, this was programming. Stay safe. Don't dream too big. Just take what you can get. People like us don't win. He tries to move, but invisible walls keep him in place. Most people never escape this room. They learn to decorate it, to cope inside it, to call it normal. But Jace was starting to ask the most dangerous question a person in that room can ask. Why? Because the moment you ask why is the moment the programming begins to fail. I realized something insane. My mind wasn't wired for wealth. It was wired for survival. He flips through pages of neuroscience notes, highlighted words, fear, conditioning, neural pathways, identity. The brain repeats what it believes keeps you safe. And if your brain believes money is dangerous, if it believes wealth is impossible, if it believes success is reserved for other people, then your life obeys that belief. But here's the part the system does not want you to learn. Your programming isn't permanent. Your patterns aren't destiny. Your past isn't prophecy. You can rewire your mind. You can retrain your beliefs. You can break generational scarcity. There is a reason God renews minds before He renews circumstances, because the battle isn't just financial. It's mental. It's generational. It's spiritual. Most people never fail because they're weak. They fail because they secretly believe the mountain is bigger than them. Today, we break that belief. Today, you become the person who looks at a mountain, and the mountain moves first. You don't rise to your goals. You rise, or fall, to your belief of what you deserve. There are people with less talent, less support, less opportunity, yet they win. Not because they're lucky, but because their belief system refuses to let them lose. Most people wish, but winners expect. Expectation is a force. Expectation bends reality. And right now, you're upgrading yours. You're not ready. You don't have what it takes. It's too late. You will do this. Inhale like you're pulling power into your chest. Exhale the identity you're done with. I build the impossible by believing before I see. This rewires your nervous system. This trains your mind to default to courage instead of fear. Do this 5 times a day. Watch what happens. If you're moving slowly, good. Slow progress is often the only kind that lasts. Quick success rarely survives, but slow success, it embeds itself into your bones, into your habits, into your identity. You're not behind. You're building depth. Depth makes you unstoppable. You're not tired. You're not unworthy. You're not failing. You're evolving. Your old self is cracking. Your new self is emerging. Transformation always looks like breaking before it looks like building. Hold your line. I am no longer negotiating with fear. I am becoming the person my future requires. Because when belief changes, everything else obeys. If something in this episode woke up the fighter inside you, don't leave without taking action. Subscribe if you're ready to build the version of you that doesn't break. Comment, I'm becoming unstoppable, so I know you're part of this journey. And share this with one person who needs a reminder of their power. I'll see you in episode 4. Bring your hunger.